Hello, everyone. Roberto Suarez here, Oregon Promise Program Manager here at PCC. In this week's issue of the LoOP, the Oregon Promise newsletter, we're talking about scholarships. So I'm really happy to have my good friend and colleague, Jennifer McBratney, here with us today. Hello, Jen.
Hello. Hi.
Jen is the coordinator of the PCC Foundation Scholarship Program, one of the scholarships that actually are being highlighted in the newsletter issue this week. Jennifer, could you tell us a little bit just in general about what are scholarships? How do students access them? Exactly what is that process like?
Sure. Yeah. So scholarships are a great way to pay for your educational expenses. They pay for tuition, fees, books, things like that. And they tend to have an additional application to, say, financial aid or the Oregon Promise application.
Okay.
And these applications ask you information about who you are, what field of study you're thinking of going into, what high school you graduated from, things like that in order to see if you're qualified for a scholarship. But then you don't have to pay it back. It's free in order to help you with your expenses.
So in the newsletter, we're highlighting two scholarship programs. There is the OSAC Scholarship, which is the same organization that manages the Oregon Promise Grant. They have their own scholarship program. And that's a scholarship that you can apply to already that you've done a lot of the work for, because by having an OSAC account with Oregon Promise, you can already get started with the OSAC scholarship application as well. It's another benefit that OSAC provides. The PCC Foundation Scholarship, like you said, has a separate application process. Where would students find that application?
Sure. Yeah, so to find the PCC Foundation Scholarship, you go to pcc.edu/scholarships. Or if you're on your MyPCC account, you can also go to your MyPCC to the Paying for College tab, and there's a scholarships link there as well. Okay. And our application will open December 1st.
Okay.
And the deadline for that application is also on March 1st.
Okay.
The same as OSAC, actually.
Right.
So,
OSAC already opened, but their deadline is the same, right?
Correct.
So OSAC is currently open, I think, as of October 1st, and March 1st is when that one closes. In scholarships, you have to typically have some essays, write some essays, and you also have to get some letters of reference, which is one of the reasons why you have this time, is because you need to work on getting those things early so that you can have them ready for your scholarship application. The essays are very similar from different application to application, right?
Yeah, the essays, especially between PCC Foundation and the OSAC application, are very similar. We ask for the same references. They're a very similar application. So if you're going to do one, you might as well do both.
You might as well do the other. Exactly. Well, and Jen also teaches scholarship essay writing workshops. So can they find out more about that in the same website?
Yeah, exactly. If you go to pcc.edu/scholarships, we will have an online tutorial guide called the Application Guide for you to learn more about how to apply for scholarships. But we'll also have our workshop schedule online, which those workshops happen usually in January and February all through the district.
Okay, and you teach those, and that way students can just come in for free and learn tips and strategies on how to write their essays, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. All right. So before we close, I have a couple of dates that I want to make sure everybody is aware of. On November 15th is the first day of registration. Some of you may register on that day. Some of you may have to register a little bit later. Check the schedule on the PCC website for that. On November 19th is the last day to change grade options for this current term. So if you are in let's say a letter grade class, A, B, C, and you want to change it to pass, no pass, this is the time to be doing it, because after the 19th, you can't do it again. We're going to be closed for the Thanksgiving holiday, November 24th to the 25th. So remember that and enjoy your holiday. And then lastly, don't forget, PCC Foundation Scholarships, December 1st is when that application opens. So make sure that you get started on that, get started early so you can get those essays and references taken care of. Jen, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, and everybody, we'll see you next time. Until then, I'll keep you in the loop.